We'll take our first question. Let's see here. We got a lot of them. Uh, Melvin Turner, Channel 7. What do you got for me, Melvin?
Melvin Turner, Channel 7 News. Been covering fantasy hockey in northern Colorado for the last 39 years. Want to know, Coach Hafner, what's the key to having a big comeback season in Winnipeg after finishing dead last?
James Wisniewski. We got a couple pieces we like here, but certainly there's a lot left to do. So we'll take our next question from Timothy. Timothy, Channel 10.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Tim, it looks like your camera might be a little high there. Tim, move the camera down just a few inches. Timothy.
Oh, there it is. Coach Hafner, go over with us. Oh, sorry, Timothy Crump, Channel 10. Go over with us just a few of the teams in the league this year that you think might cause some problems for your Wasps.
Well, certainly I think when you finish dead last at anything, you're going to have to take every single opponent very. Actually, I wanted to shoot a question back at you, Timothy. Are you wearing any clothes at all? This is a pretty serious teleconference. This isn't casual Friday or anything. So, what's the deal with that?
It's more of a comfort thing, and as a matter of fact, this is my office. I'll dress how I like.
You're just a downright idiot, Timothy. You're a downright idiot, and I have no respect for you. That's just point blank.
Don't use that tone with me, young man. I don't care how many princess pots you won. You don't get respect when you talk to people like that.
We'll take our next question from Isaac. What do you got for me, Isaac?
Isaac Sukumov, Channel Poop. Which manager, if any, do you think have no chance of ever winning a princess pot in 1,000,000 years?
Dustin Larson. Next question.
Hi, Coach. Max Flaums, Channel 4012.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you before you get started, Max. Is that a mustache under your nose, or is that just the shadow of your large nose? I can't tell the difference, and I'd like to know, just for peace of mind.
Uh-huh. Well, I actually was under the impression that this was going to be a one-way going from me to you, questions from me to you, directed towards you.
You thought wrong.
As a result, I'm not sure I'm quite comfortable answering those kind of questions about myself. It's a personal matter.
Max, if I ever see you in person, I'm going to punch you right in the mouth. And that's a promise.
That was a disrespectful way to end that.
We're running out of time here. We're going to take our last question from Rick Patterson on Channel 7. Rick.
Rick Patterson, Channel 7. Had a few questions for you, Coach.
Go ahead, Rick, whenever you're ready.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time and everything. I know you got a busy schedule, and I'm trying to honor that as best I can by shooting you some of the best questions I got. So, first question I got is, well, who are some of the dark horse teams that you just didn't expect to do as well as you think they might do?
Rick. All right, I'm just going to skip over the obvious thing that crosses my mind, which is what the absolute hell is wrong with you? And I'll just answer the question like nothing is bothering me right now, when in reality there's a lot bothering me about just the way that you look and the way that you talk. just the way that you hold yourself. So, but going back to your questions, if dark horse means teams that didn't make the play, North Stars of Newfoundland could surprise a few people. Any of the other teams that didn't make the playoffs, Spokane and Malaysian and myself in Winnipeg. Can't say that just looking at the keepers that they have will put much of a scare into anyone. So.
Yeah, and Coach Hafner, don't mind me asking, there's been reports that you haven't given the Princess Pot to Brandon Svitek, the POH5 winner. Can you go into detail about why that might be?
Rick, that's actually a good question. Again, I don't like the way that you look, but I'm going to answer the question as if that's not an issue at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something I want to get back to because you are an unbelievably bad-looking person. I can't believe how weird you look.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I'll say, especially for how little I respect him as a human being.
One last question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, just make this one quick if you could, Rick. We're trying to wrap this up.
Go ahead and predict your champion this season, if that's not asking too much from you.
Obviously, it's tough to tell at this point, Rick. To be honest, it's tough to call. And three are probably my next three favorites to win, beyond Vancouver, who is my official pick. So, and with that, I'm going to wrap up this teleconference. It's been fun. I want to thank Melvin. I want to thank Timothy. I want to thank Isaac and Rick. But I will not thank Max. Again, I'm going to say that I'll punch you straight in the esophagus this time if you ever stand in my way. I'll hit you with a baseball bat right in the gonads, and I'll put on a pair of sharp cleats, and I'll karate kick you straight in the nipples, Max. So don't ever think about coming into this universe with me because I'll straight up murder your ass. And that's not a threat. That's a promise. So, well, I'm looking forward to the season, guys, and hope you are as well. Stay tuned for Princes of Hockey fun all year long.